Morning, Jamie Edwards, Hunting with Dad here. I just wanted to do a little video on some hearing protection. So, my dad has been around noise and equipment and shooting and farm equipment for his whole life. And he's 83 years old now. He's had many different hearing aids over the last 10 years and is unable to really get them tuned in because he has too much hearing loss. His last test showed that he only had 10% hearing in one side and 20% in the other. And that really got me thinking and concerned. I deal with him every day, and it makes me very frustrated having to tell him things over and over and over because he can't hear or can't understand. Myself, I have started to have some ringing in my ears, too many rifle blasts during deer season. And so I started looking around, and there's a lot of different earplugs and protection on the market. I will do a video doing some comparisons, but today I just want to show. I made the decision to buy the Tetra hearing protection. I went with top of the line. I did their rechargeable, custom molded, their Pursuit ones, so they're programmed for 6 different programs. So that's what I just want to talk about today. I've worn them this year. It's January. Our pheasant season is over now. So I can give you a little bit of review. I've been wearing these all year, bird hunting and deer hunting. So first of all, this is everything that came in this box. You go in and you have your hearing tested, and they take molds. You send them in. It took about, from the time I sent them till the time I had them back, I think it was close to a month. I think they say 2 weeks turnaround from the time they get them is kind of what they advertise. So that was actually pretty close. So, but you had some shipping and time in there. So first of all, I guess the first thing I noticed was I went with the Bluetooth one so I could hook it to my phone and everything. And I'll be honest, I was very disappointed in that part of it. In fact, I didn't even put them in because this is their Bluetooth. You have to hook up this headset, wear it around, and it has little tiny prongs to hook into each one of it. I don't know why they went this route. I'm assuming that it has something to do with the size of the plugs or the technology or whatever, but they don't tell you that online when you ask for Bluetooth. With the technology of earbuds and hearing aids, being able to hook your phone and have them play directly through the earbud or the hearing aid itself is what I expected to get, and for the extra $100 I would have saved my money, because it's not going to come right through the earpiece itself. You have to hook this in to get the Bluetooth. So that's my first bad point about it. The second negative, I don't know if you can see, it's so tiny, and that's a problem. That little thing right there. So that is how on this model how you change between different programs, whether it's big game, small game, range, hunt. It's not bad. That you can press pretty easy. Biggest problem is I tend to wear a stocking cap because it gets cold here in North Dakota. And so the stocking cap can actually put enough pressure on there, and all of a sudden you'll hear, oh, it changed programs while you're walking through the field. But throughout the year, as much as I've had them in and out of my ears, I don't count that as a big problem, and it's easy to push. However, this other little dial, I'll hold it sideways, one down here, It is very tiny. So that is your on and off. In fact, I can't even get the camera to quite focus in on it. But there's a little tiny dot on it, and that's where it shows off. There's no physical detent, so you can't feel. You just have to have them in your ears and twist them with the very tip of your finger. And it is so tiny. You can, I don't know if you can see because it's all black, but it is about the size of, oh man, it's about a third the size of a pencil eraser, and it sticks up very, very small. It maybe sticks out maybe 3/16 of an inch at the most. So that you have to twist, you have to put pressure on it and turn it one way or the other. The more you turn it as it comes on, the louder it gets. For these, I just barely turn them on. I can hear everything, hearing roosters cackle behind me, or in front of me, or off to the side, or getting up, whatever. But this button, it's very tiny. It can be very hard to control in the field. You can't hardly do it with gloves on of any kind because it is just so small. But the thing that I wish it had the most was a detent showing where off was, because you're just supposed to turn until the little tiny dots line up, and that's where you know that it's off. So if you have bad eyes, you're gonna have a really tough time seeing what's off. And I don't know, with all the in and out and turn on and off, I don't know how long that little dot on there is gonna last. Maybe the blue one here will show up a little better than the black one, but so those are the two bad things. You know, they give you lots of stuff here. A big case, a little case. This is the charge case. A soft-sided little bag to put on your vest or whatever, so when you take them off, and that's all fine. One thing I wish it did have in this Pelican style case, I wish it had a built-in battery, so that if you were gone for a weekend, you could charge them up overnight without having to be plugged in. Sometimes you forget them in the vehicle or whatever. So most of this I don't take with me. Obviously take the charger, and then at the end of the day I actually hang them on my rearview mirror unless they need to be charged. So the rest of it actually stays home. Now on to the good points. I love them. They are fantastic as far as what they were made to do. Their function is supposed to help you hear, not just the sounds that are going on, but back to normal. I didn't realize that my hearing had disappeared as much as it had, but yeah, being able to hear the cattails rustling, the snow, that gets a little bit intense. I wish I could program some of that noise out, and if I sent them back in, I probably could. But the snow crunching and the cattails rustling gets a little intense. It's not over intense, like it hurts my ears, but it's just like, wow, that is really loud. As I said, I've been wearing for pheasant hunting, and when I open the doors, I can hear pheasants cackling. I can hear pheasants exploding out of the cattails. I can hear them running. It's just awesome, and that's turned on low. The thing that I wish you could do, I wish they would give us an app for it. So I have six programs on here. That was the most that they had. So right now I have like Upland Game, and I have Range, and I have Big Game and Waterfowl. But I wish I had an app to do two things. Number one, I wish the app would hook up so that you could change programs and basically eliminate this little button, and it would lock it. So if I wanted to go pheasant hunting in the afternoon And deer hunting in the evening, I would just take my phone app and adjust it, and I wouldn't have to worry about the stocking cap hitting it. With that being said, I would also like the app to be able to change programs or download programs to it. I know that would be probably a little more technology, and they are expensive already. So these are an investment. They're not something that you want to be just thrown around and hard with, because in this configuration it's about $3,800. But I'm 46 years old. Being able to hear my daughter and protect my ears so that I don't end up like my dad, yeah, that's worth the investment to me. But I just wish there was a few different features. Anyways, I wish there was the phone app would be able to change programs. Granted, the 6 programs that I have pretty much capture my entire life between deer hunting and upland bird hunting, waterfowl hunting, and range. Those are typically the most. However, in another year we have a trip planned for Africa, and if I want to put dangerous game in here, then I have to send them back in and have them programmed, which they'll do, and then send them back. But if they were capable of doing it online or through a phone app so that you didn't have to send them in and out, that would be fantastic. The other thing on a phone app that would be nice to be able to maybe adjust the volume a little bit or do some very basic fine tweaks. But regardless, I really love them. I think they are definitely worth the investment. So if you go hunting at all, please do something to save your ears. There's a lot of companies out there, but this the Tetra hearing protection, they really are awesome. I love them. So I hope you enjoy this little review of them and can make some decisions to do something to protect yourself for some hearing. So again, Jamie Edwards, Hunting with Dad. Please hit like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you and have a great day.